I wonder, Ayla, I got one more lingering question. Your organization was the first to break to me anyway, the CCP's involvement in the George Floyd Summer of Love in the United States, the racial turmoil that we had. And Waltz had a work visa for years in China. He had business dealings there. And I know if you do that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that you can't do that without being green lighted by the CCP. You can't just come over to China and start doing what you want to do the way you can here. But do you? I wish you could look into over the next week or so any ties between Waltz and the CCP, because he was the governor of the George Floyd riots. You know, he allowed it. He actively allowed it. Jason knows more about this than I do. But that struck a nerve when I started thinking about that.
Right. Well, we were probably the only groups that stated CCP's efforts in exaggerating George Floyd's social media influence, in the riot. And then, if you take a look at one of the indictment that DOJ posted against the CCP's 912 groups, you found that the Chinese Communist Party utilized anonymous social media accounts to exaggerate, content related to George Floyd, and the purpose was to disturb, the environment, the internet environment in America, and to exaggerate the racial tensions and the racial hatred, attitudes here in the United States. So I won't be, I won't be surprised that these tactics are still being used by the Chinese communists today. And in terms of, how she just mentioned about Tim Walz's, positions over there, I think I actually, I'm more interested in doing more homework over that.